You've been doing this for several weeks now, and one of the best ways to continue to integrate this information into something productive and helpful and to build those practical steps is to be able to teach this. Now, a lot of times when people start to make this shift into kind of that recovery experience to start sharing those things, there's that feeling of what's called imposter syndrome or a sense of being a hypocrite. So how can I teach? How can I share these things if I still struggle with it? How can I put this out there if I haven't become perfected? And the idea here is you are in a perfect place to start sharing these things because it's so real. Later on, after years of being sober and out of this, the closeness to the empathy and the feeling of recovery and the feeling of struggle is going to be less, or it's not, it's going to be farther away. And so right now, being able to share and to empathize or have compassion because you're suffering and they're suffering, and to be able to sit in that suffering with them will help build the momentum and the motivation to work through this with people. Taking the time to share these principles will also integrate it better into your brain, and to kind of share there's the idea of learning any lesson. First you learn it, you see it, you do it, you share it, and in those steps you're integrating that information in something that's more personal, that's something more memorable. Now, with the sense of hypocrisy, that approach is, and you're not going out saying you are the perfect best person out there. You're not going out there saying that you've never struggled again. You're going out there saying, hey, these are some principles, these are some things that have helped me, that I know to be true, that I know can be helpful for other people, and you continue to share those things. Right? For me, having had struggles with pornography and the compulsions and behaviors and bad habits, I have felt this same way of how can I share these things? How could I can work with people on this? And I had a professor say, no, like you get it better than other people, just like you can get it better than someone who hasn't been through it. You're going through this, you can deal with it. One of my favorite characters in a book series that I enjoy. His name is Dalinar Kholin in the Stormlight Archive series by Brandon Sanderson. He talked about this idea of hypocrisy, that maybe someone who's being a hypocrite is just a man in the process of change, right? Maybe that's not quite exactly the quote, but that same idea of as we are trying to improve, it will look like we're faking it. It will look like that we're feigning it. If we try to share these things, people will question, do you really know this? Is it you don't seem to be as perfect as I would expect, or how you should be. But you can and should and will feel better as you continue to work on this for yourself and share these things to help others. Think about who you can share with. Think about today, maybe write about some of the principles and points that have been so helpful for you that you can then share to be helpful for others. Think about how you can change somebody else's life by sharing your simple experience, your simple understanding of an idea, of a principle, and then go out and do it.